Hello, in this video I'm going to explain inheritance and extending classes. So, to start off with, I'm going to go ahead and create a class. And we're going to call this class pet. Alright, and then I'm going to, right here in pet, I'm going to have some variables. So I'm going to have this string for the name, and then I'm going to have an age integer, and now I'm going to make a constructor. So let's just do public pet, then we're going to do string n int a for the name and the age. So now we can do name equals n, age equals a. Alright, there we go. And now let's go ahead and add a method to print the age. So we can do public void print age, and then we can do system dot out dot print ln, and then we can do the name. Or sorry, this should be print name. There we go. So now that we have our print name, we can go here and we can actually make a new pet. So we can do pet1 equals new pet, and let's go ahead and name this pet Oreo, and then let's give it an age of 7. Okay, so now we have a pet with the name Oreo and the age 7. Let's go ahead and call the print name method here from pet1. So pet1 dot print name, and this should print Oreo. There we go. So now that we have this, let's go ahead and create a dog class. Alright, so let's call it dog. Now, a pet is not necessarily always a dog, but a dog is a pet. So, what I want to do here is I'm going to make the dog class extend the pet class. So, all we have to do here is do extends, and then the class we want it to extend. Now, this is a child class of this. It'll inherit any variables and any methods. So we can go ahead and write a constructor for our dog class. So public dog, and let's go ahead and have a breed. So we're gonna have string breed, or let's just call it B. Alright, and then we're gonna create our breed string here, and we're gonna set breed to B. Now you may be noticing, hey, why do we have an error here? Well, this is because we actually need to call in the dog class the constructor of the pet class here in our constructor. So we actually need to have a method here called super. Now what this does is this calls the constructor of the parent class. So super here, this will pass no variables, but since right here we have a string and an integer for the name and the age, let's go ahead and have a string and an integer here. So we're going to go ahead and pass string n and int a here in the dog class, and then we're going to go ahead and pass these into the super method here. So this will actually call this, and it'll set the name to n here, and it'll set the age to a here. Alrighty, so now we've instantiated all of our variables, and now let's say I want to create a dog. Alright, so I'm going to create a dog, and let's call it dog1 equals new dog, and let's pass our variables here. So I want the name to be Hank, I want the age to be 5, and I want the breed to be terrier. Okay, now we have a dog. And actually what we can do here is, because dog inherits or gets all the methods from here, we can use print name. So I'm going to use print name here. So dog1 dot print name. This will print Hank. So we should have Oreo and then Hank right here. Awesome. But now let's say I wanted to print the breed of the dog. So what I want to do here is, so say I want to have a method to print the breed. I'm going to do public and then print, public void print breed. And we're going to go ahead and print the breed here. Okay, so now we can actually print the breed as well. So we can do dog1 dot print breed. And we should get terrier. There we go. Okay, but what if I wanted to get to print the breed of this here, of pet1? Well, let me try. Pet1 dot print breed. It doesn't work because this pet does not have the method print breed, because this doesn't share anything with the dog class if it's just a pet, but the dog class gets everything from the pet class. So we could even get since the variables here in the pet class are public, we can actually get them from here. If they were private, we can't directly access these. So we can't just do, like, if I made these private, so we'll have private name and private age. If I tried to get the name here, say I wanted to print age method in our dog class, so let's just do public void print age, and then I'm going to do system.out.println, and then if I try to do age here, this won't work because this is private. So even though it does actually inherit these, it can't access them directly because they're private. So the way that we would actually access these is in our pet class, we'd write a getter for the variable. So we can have public string, so we're going to return a string, and then we can do get name, like that. Now we can do return name, and we can do this for the age over here. So public int get age, return age. Alright, so now in here, instead of trying to access age directly, we can do get age, like that. And this should work. So if I try to do dog1 dot print age, it should not give us an error. There we go. Awesome. Let's say I don't want to add super here. Okay, you can technically do that. However, if you don't write super, then it'll automatically act like super is ahead of everything else here, and it does not pass anything. So it'll just assume that's there and run it like it was. So if I wanted a workaround for that, I could create a new constructor here without any variables being passed into it, and we're just not going to do anything. So we can actually do this, but yeah. So there's that. And let's say I had, let's say I wanted to call super, but I call it from here. So super and then NA. You can't do this. Super has to be ahead of anything else in your constructor. But, yeah, that's about it. I hope this video helped, and good luck. Bye.